All right, so now it's time for FreezeMe with Mildew.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, so this is FreezeMe. Gonna do a quick roll call before starting off. Start off with you.
I'm Shockwave. I have Ace on my lap here. Yeah.
I'm Konasumi.
I'm Amerlin.
All right, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Freeze
All right,
me.
and so it begins.
I'm so excited.
You have no idea how excited I am. All right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna try to jump towards this pig that is right over here. That should spawn a text box right there.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. So this is basically an auto-scroller. Can't really do anything about it. I also have to do this in order to unlock another cube that I need for the run.
Yeah, a lot of this game is laid out like a lot like SM64, where all of the cubes, which serve no actual purpose in the game, are accessible at any point. This is one of the only ones where you have to follow this guy in order to spawn a cube later.
Yeah, so right now I'm just gonna go activate a teleporter that I'm gonna use for later cubes, and then we're just gonna go grab the first one. All right, there we go. Had a little trouble there. So right here, he mentions the freeze ability and how you can use it to freeze this guy and jump off of him, but you can just jump off of him like that. That's the first cube.
All right, fingers crossed.
All right,
We're good.
now we're good.
Now we're
Now
good.
we're
Now we're
good.
good.
Yeah, now we're good.
We're in there.
All right, so quick thing. It's very important that I spawn into the hub world like this because there's about a 10% chance that the game can soft lock. And obviously, I don't want that to happen.
It's every time he collects a cube, by the way.
Yeah,
And
if-
we're getting 25 of them.
24.
Or
Yeah.
24 of them
Yeah.
can soft lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time it happens, I'm probably going to donate like $10. So hopefully I don't break my wallet. So
And you'll know when the soft locks happen. It's very
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, and all of us will be very sad.
Yes.
So this cube, I'm going to use the aforementioned freeze ability to freeze this elevator right here so that I can get up to a button so that I can open up that cage and get that cube.
He made that look super easy. The freeze ability
Yeah.
is not easy to use in this game.
Yeah, the camera is inverted, and even then, it's like kind of hard to control it. Just gonna jump over here, and there we go.
Very nice.
Nice.
That was the first of like 3 fixed camera sections throughout the game.
Yeah.
He got that little text box that popped up that said, "You can't move your camera anymore. It's all fixed."
Yeah, and you'll see it a lot. The fastest form of movement in the game is to dive, and then when you hit the ground, just jump and then dive again, and just do that repeatedly, because every time you touch the ground, the dive refreshes.
Yeah, so right now I'm going to be doing the first of 4 bosses in the run. Each world has their own kind of like their own cubes, and then 3 like cubes that like are
Tied to a mini boss.
Yeah.
it's tied to a boss. There's one that's tied to like a clock, and there's one that is tied to getting 150 red coins. Won't be doing any of those because those are slow.
Those take so long.
Yep. So just gonna climb up this mountain and meet our first boss, Logolo, and also get our first screw of the run, which I need to activate the catapults that are around the world. So you just talk to that guy, and he gives you a screw for visiting him in the pool because he's lonely or something. All right.
I'm so surprised you go for that side flip up.
So this is Logolo. Basically what I need to do is activate these minion-sounding guys and freeze Logolo, have them explode, and
Nice.
there you go.
Nice.
Dead.
Quick kill.
All right.
Okay.
There is a chance that like he won't die, and you have to actually like hit him again in order to actually kill him.
So Mildew, I don't think you've explained, why is the game in German?
All right, so the game's in German because at the time, in Breath of the Wild, German was the fastest language. So I was like, hey, my game has German in it. So I started a run, loaded it up in German, got a gold, so it's fast.
Obviously.
Yeah, so right here I'm going to use the teleporter that I activated earlier to get that cube that's on just a planet that's in the middle of the world.
Yeah, these teleporters save a lot on travel time overall. It's very optimal.
Yeah, if you guys watch very closely, my glasses actually stay where they are. That's not a bug, it's a feature.
As in, we told the dev in beta that like, hey, this thing happens. And he's like, that's fine. That's okay. It looks cool. The players will really love it.
Yeah, so it's great. All right, so I'm just gonna unlock this catapult. That might be.
Oh, a little too far.
That's fine. I can get over there like really fast. Oh, the music just restarted itself. Cool.
Nice loot.
Speaking of the music, one really redeeming quality of this game is the music is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it's really good. Wish I could buy the soundtrack or something somewhere. All right, there we go.
Also, that cube is just as easy as it looks. You just point at it and you get it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, you'll know it soft locks if it tries to load the hub again very fast.
Yeah, it's very obvious if I soft lock. All right. So we're just gonna go back into Bianco Hills over here.
I really wish we had like a native German speaker here to tell us if that was an accurate translation of what is it, Sunshine?
Sunshine Valley.
Sunshine Valley.
Valley.
Yeah.
I can jam to this.
Dude, same. All right, so I'm gonna use that teleporter again, and we're gonna do a little things out of order here. We're supposed to push blocks into like this space that has like gas in it, but I can just jump right here and grab the cube.
That's like a 3-minute time save. That puzzle takes
Skips
so
every-
long.
So that's an achievement that I think it's grab a cube in under 40 seconds.
Something like that.
50,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's exactly
It's
a
something,
speedrun
alright,
achievement.
yeah, it's a speedrun achievement. So the game was telling me that was fast, so that was pretty fast.
That was pretty fast.
Yeah, it was like 34 seconds. All right, so right there, that's a challenge door opening up. We're not gonna do any of them. They're slow, they're really bad, and they only give you 5 green pig coins. Green pig coins, you collect 10 of them, you get a cube. That's pretty much it.
It's the blue coins of this game.
Yeah. All right, so this is actually the cube that I unlocked by following that pig in the beginning, the race. Every world has them, and they're nothing too major. You just go through the checkpoints and then go through the finish line. But you have to go through the checkpoints, or else the game calls you a cheater, and we don't want that. All right. So just gonna start the race here. If you want to read off some donations, that'd be great.
Well, actually, speaking of German being faster, the bid war for Simpsons Hit and Run, choose the language. French has actually overtaken German. French has $5,337, and German has $4,546. So if anyone wants them to speak German, and I guess apparently go faster, then you should probably get your money in now.
Alright, so we're getting close to the end of this race here.
This sound doesn't get annoying at all to hear for 40 minutes straight. It's great.
No, absolutely not. Get used to it after a while. Oh, and
Oh,
I missed
could have had some 40.
It's alright though. 41 is still a pretty good time.
I'm crossing my fingers on this one because when I ran, this is the one that would soft lock the most. Okay, we're good.
Hey, we're
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
Yeah, I think the most somebody has gotten in a run is 8, which is
Yeah, that guy.
I
over
got
there.
over there.
8 in a run we did, in a race we did once, and my final time was like an hour and 25 minutes because I had to redo so many things.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you soft lock, you don't save the cube. So whatever cube you were doing, you have to do all over again because didn't save.
Good programming.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna do the first of 2 clock challenges that I do in this the run. But first, I'm gonna go grab another screw for a catapult in here that I need. So I'm just gonna blow up this wall. All right, and then the screw is right here in this cage. All right, if I can get through a hole, that'd be great. All right.
He's made it look easy so far, but controlling R. We didn't mention that. That's the character's name. Her name is just R.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
the
Ju-
single
just-
letter R.
Just
Yeah.
a single letter R.
Is not easy. She has a tendency to just hit things at really weird angles.
Yeah. So this is the clock challenge. The main gimmick of it is there's a clock hidden somewhere, like very close to where the button is, and you could just freeze the timer and grab the coins. I only need to freeze it once because it's very easy to grab all 20 after freezing it once.
It's actually a really cool mechanic of freezing the actual timer itself to then do the puzzle.
All right. So that's that. All right. Grab the cube. Thank you.
All right, now we can clap.
I'm just waiting for the first
We
one.
wait for the first one to
Yeah,
happen.
it's gonna be great too. It's gonna be like one of the long ones, marathon one. Alright. So, if you didn't notice, I grabbed a second teleporter, and I'm gonna use that now so I can get over to the catapult that's over by the water to grab this next cube, which is a little difficult, not too hard though. I just need to aim the catapult in a pretty precise position in order to be able to grab it and skip a very long platforming section.
Yeah, a lot of these challenges were designed around using R's freeze ability, which is not adequately explained in this world. Cameras freeze things, and that's it. That's all you get to know.
Oh, you can.
You're going risky for this, man.
That's all right.
So platforms move, enemies like freak out.
I think it's about right there I need.
That should work.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're good.
All right, cool.
Boom, nailed it.
Nice.
All right, don't fall, please.
Oh,
That's all right.
no! Didn't get the ledge grab there.
Yeah, the ledge grabs are pretty finicky. It's a miracle if it ever happens, to be honest. All right.
It just means we get to clap for you again when you get it again.
Yeah.
Yay. There we go.
I'm really glad someone figured out that angle.
Yeah, one of you guys did, absolutely.
I think it was.
It was us too,
Shock.
yeah.
Hey, there we go. I got the cube
You're
this
gonna leave me
time.
hanging?
No. I have no peripheral vision. Come on, man.
There.
go. Thank
All
you.
right,
All right, cool.
so
Oh yeah, clap for no soft block, by the way.
all right, so I'm gonna grab one more cube in Bianco Hills, and then we're gonna go off to the next world.
How many more? Can we call it Bob on Battlefield next?
Nah, it's just Bianco Hills.
Well, I mean, there literally is a part in this game where he's.
You gotta have one for each Mario game.
Yeah, or he's like, I ripped
So this
off.
is SMS.
What, Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, this
SM64.
is a spiritual successor to all like the 3D platformers of the N64 era. Never heard that tagline before, but you know, to each their own. All right, so I'm gonna do another catapult launch. This one I just mash B, and I get to where I'm going pretty fast.
Yeah,
Alright.
Mildew is a madman and rerouted this game once. And
Once,
found out that
more like
okay, like
It
a
was like-
bunch
it was
of
like,
times.
It was like 6 or 7.
The
let's be real
the
here.
one major one was when he found out that this cube is like 10 seconds faster to do than one we were doing before. And I don't like
Oh,
this.
you
no.
did
That's actually really bad. It's all right though. All right, let's just take the teleporter.
Redo it.
Yeah, it's all right. Is it too late to reset? Like, all right.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi.
Ace, is this giving you poi flashbacks?
Yeah, so diving up that ramp multiple times is not as easy as it looks. When you dive, you lose all control of R altogether until you like roll out of it. And even then, you still don't have too much. All right, should be good this time. All right, so I'm just gonna freeze this top cube right here. Please
Oh,
don't.
no.
Oh my god.
You can save
All
it.
right, we're
save it.
good.
We're good,
We're
we're
good. We're good.
Wait, you just clipped through that. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
All right, there we go.
Everything in this game is very well programmed. Those platforms that he didn't stand on actually break
Hey,
away.
you did it.
They're the worst.
All right, so that's Bianco Hills done. Unlike Sunshine, we don't go back to that, so.
Okay, no soft lock.
Yep, no soft lock. That's pretty good.
All right, we need to clap for that. That's awful.
yeah.
Great.
All right, so now we're going on to Cool Mountain.
The official name for this level is Chili Cool Frozen Mountain.
Yeah, they they didn't have enough adjectives for cold, so.
You can just tack any more that you want at the end. So just throw icy at there too.
Yeah. So this first cube that I'm going for in this level can range in time from anywhere between 30 seconds and the rest of my life. So.
Oh, the HUD broke, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it.
It's trying to render at a higher
it's
resolution
normal.
and then fails. So I figured that out once, so it's just off screen now.
All right. So I didn't mention this before, but mid-air kicks are really useful. One use for them is to be able to like climb up walls like really easily and infinitely, and another is just to keep your height in the air. All right.
Yeah, you got
There's a
Yeah.
puzzle there that we just
Yeah.
ignore.
Yeah, if you just get on a wall, jump, and your camera's like a certain way, you can kick, and then you can just infinitely ascend up a wall by kicking up it.
Yeah, it's very useful there.
Also, no soft lock, by the way. Yes.
Also, a thing that the dev knows about and
Doesn't
did not
want to
bother
fix. It's okay though. I'm not too mad about that. So that's just the third world unlocking. All right.
I love that the audio cuts itself off when you do another dive.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, I'm glad it does, because otherwise we'd just hear 15 of them all in a row.
Nah, man. Who? I'd love to hear that. Who you kidding?
Me too.
I'll make a loop for you later.
Yeah.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So there's a gravity field that's in the middle of the map that I'm just gonna jump to right here, cause like the force field around it is like really big, so I can just do that and save 3 years of my life trying to get this cube. All right. We're gonna unlock this teleporter, and then we're just gonna jump off here and use those kicks, like I mentioned before, to keep height, and then climb up this wall.
It's so broken.
Yeah, and
It's
this
great,
skips
though.
a platforming section where you have to ascend this tower.
Yeah.
You can just do it from there.
All right, and there we go.
Boom.
All right, and no stop.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
You may think we're being overly cautious about it, but like it's really disheartening to just have it happen in the middle of a run,
Yeah.
especially when you're on good pace.
You can just play the game and it soft locks. We do not know the cause of these soft locks like any time.
We tried too.
Yeah,
we actually tried.
we tried
to
to-
like.
Yeah, we tried
Deliberately
a
soft lock
lot
it?
of things. Like one of the theories was like mashing the A button after collecting a cube. That didn't work.
One of the theories was kicking into it.
Yeah,
That didn't work.
That didn't work. And
Diving into it, like falling into it. getting pushed into it by an enemy into it. Like we tried everything, and we couldn't get it to happen consistently.
All right, so I'm gonna go to these crystal maze right here. There's another inverted camera. I can't really move the camera at all. There's a hole in the wall right here, which took me a really long time to figure that out. Oh, that's not good. Just gonna grab him, get away from that. All right.
The blast radius for those enemies is way bigger than you think.
Yeah, it's huge for no reason. And that's that cube, so. All right, and
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so the great thing about this game is the fact that I can pretty much get cubes in any order. I have a route, like, I know which cubes to get, it's just sometimes I just forget which cubes I need, so it's
Yeah,
great.
you always come back to the hub world in the same position regardless of what world you went through. So the beauty of this game, I guess, is you can do them in any order. There's just very few you have to do before a certain one.
Yeah.
So you could technically just go back between all 3 worlds in random orders if you wanted to, and that would still be a valid route.
Yeah, there's some where you we've routed in grabbing screws in the middle of them for the catapults, but that's maybe 3 cubes out of the entire run.
All right, so now I'm going to go into this castle and fight the second boss of the game, Pontus. Pontus actually has 2 phases. The first phase, he's in armor, and the second phase, well, you'll see, but it's great. So he's going to say some stuff. He's going to raise his sword, and at that point, I get to kick him and do damage to him. And then after the third hit, okay. So after that, we freeze him, then we kick him. Let's see if he plays nice and dies on this last hit. And he does.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that they specify unarmored and they don't translate that into another language.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, there we
Yep,
go.
we're good.
I guess a funny note about Pontus, if you could just keep kicking him hard enough, you can just get him to go through the wall.
Yeah, I try to avoid that just in case I can't grab the cube afterwards. This is just another challenge door opening. Don't worry about that. What am I going to do now? I think I should do the race. Yeah, I'm going to do the race. So, funny thing about this race, it's all on ice, and the ice physics in this game are really bad. Not only do you slip and slide, but also if you try to jump, you lose all momentum. I mean all momentum. Like,
Oh, the one is super broken.
that's
You can
broken
see
again.
it very tiny
Yeah.
in the top right corner over there.
that's all right. I don't need to know. This is the theater mode.
This is Steam Big Picture right here.
Yeah. Everybody at home doesn't know this, but this run is pre-recorded.
For maximum.
Yeah. This is all scripted. SGDQ stands for Scripted Games Done Quick. You can quote me on that.
Whoa, man, you talk about Half-Life?
Yeah, sure. All right, so basically I just slide on my belly because it's faster than doing this because you just lose all momentum. If you want to get a couple donations in, that'd be cool.
Ah, cool. I see.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even see that.
Careful.
We have an upcoming bid war actually for Castlevania Bloodlines, the character choice between Eric Lecard.
Wait, what?
What just happened?
I think you won the race.
What just happened?
What?
What?
That's
What is this?
new
Does it
one.
does it spawn the cube?
What?
Did you soft
What just
lock?
happened?
You're alive, by the way.
Huh.
Your camera's locked and you're alive.
I guess this is a soft lock? Oh, this has
never
I
happened.
have to
before.
relaunch the game.
Can you not pause?
No. That's literally never happened before.
Great. Love it.
I cannot believe what I just saw.
Neither can I. All right, so
Please
not only
donate for that soft lock, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, that's
That's
I'm
like
gonna
50
do
bucks
that.
right
Yeah.
there.
Oh man. All right, so we could if there's any donations, I got quite a bit before actually going to the next cube.
Well, I can tell people about some of the other upcoming incentives here. There's a character bid war for Castlevania Bloodlines between Eric Lacard, who uses a spear, and John Morris, who uses the whip. Currently, Eric Lacard is winning. He has $1,521, and John Morris has $1,140. There's also a bid war going on for Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Fighter mode versus Magician mode. Fighter mode, you get increased stats, but you can't use magic, and that's sitting at $2,710. And Magician mode, where you have low stats, but you start with all of the cards and can do pretty much any spell you want, is sitting at $1,221. There's also a bid war for the hero name for Dragon Warrior 3. At $425 is the current leader of Waluigi. At $375, there's Donator. And at $349.47 is Command. And speaking of Dragon Warrior 3, we do have an incentive for the slime ending. The goal for that is $7,500. It's currently sitting at $6,927.11.
All right. So just doing the race again.
Please ice blocks.
We're good.
Please don't die.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
don't do that
die.
again. Whatever you
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Clap.
there we go.
And
All
now,
right, now-
because
now we
RNG is
gotta-
awful, I'm just gonna soft lock, right?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
No, okay,
we're
right.
good. Boy, that would have been something. All right, so I think there's 2 more cubes I have to get. Yeah, 2 more cubes. And then we're gonna move on to the next world. Just gotta load into the level here.
I want the HUD to break where it's non-existent.
Can do that.
Oh, I'll try to have that happen.
Almost.
I mean, that's good enough.
That's almost it.
I think I've had that happen to me like once. The HUD was just not there. Didn't notice it though, because it's alright. I don't need to know anything. Alright. These platforms are really bad. Because they shake a lot, you saw it happen there. I kind of lost my jump because of like how much they're shaking. I could just get off the ground for like a second, and that's all I need to like lose my jump and accidentally do a double jump. So I'm gonna do a couple of quick platforming over here. I'm gonna go over here. Step on this part where this the ghost is coming up, and it spawns these guys. And in order to keep them there, you gotta freeze them, and then you can just bounce off of them. And
Oh.
that was really weird. I
And you took fall damage somehow. What?
don't question it, dude.
Okay, sure.
You can also do this cube by getting into the cannon and jumping up to the cloud above and then jumping back down. It's a good safe strat, but this method is definitely faster.
By 1 second. But it's still faster.
Saves
Yeah.
frames.
All right, there we go. All right, and we're good.
You're good.
Yeah.
I'd also like to announce that we have now passed $350,000. So
Yeah.
that's right.
All right, so 1 more cube to do in Cool Mountain, and then we're gonna go on to the next world. It is the second and final clock challenge that I do in the run. The thing about this one though is I can do it without freezing the timer. It's very, very, very hard though. There's a couple of things I have to watch out for. There's pigs and UFOs that drop these bombs, and if I run into them, obviously they hurt me. And there's also like these green gas things that hurt me as well. All right, so just press the button, here we go. All right. He's being very nice to me so far. All right, that's fine.
The UFO pig follows the exact route of the coins that gets put up.
Ooh, that's
got
not
plates.
good.
Plate safe, plate
All right,
safe.
we're good, we're
Okay,
good.
we're good.
We're
Yeah,
good.
you'll be fine.
All right, and there we go.
Yeah, they can drop bombs directly on the blue coins, so you have no option but to get hit.
All right, so now I'm just gonna go grab the cube, and we'll be.
Oh no! It despawned.
Guess I'm
Good.
gonna have to do this over again.
Come on, man.
Oh, 9.
I love that the 09 is just off center.
That's the best
Offsetter,
part.
it's crooked, it's everything.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of this game. All right,
All right, so got to do that clock challenge again.
yeah, just gotta do that clock challenge again. That cube probably isn't there. Huh. Guess it is. Huh. Yeah, it is! All right, and we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
clap stop log.
That would have been great if I did all that and then and then it's soft locked. All right, so now we're going on to the third world in the game, called Super Mario Galaxy 3.
It's a loving homage, I guess you would say.
Nah, it's the brand new game.
Yeah. It's
been in front of our face for the past 3 years.
Yeah,
Mario has an R in
it's
it.
just
so
Nintendo
obviously
doesn't know about it, so
can't tell him.
can't tell them. They don't have to know about it. All right, so this first cube is very straightforward. I'm just gonna jump up this tower right here and skip a bunch of puzzles that I needed to do in order to get up here normally. That was almost bad, but I saved it. God bless these mid-air kicks. All right, so we're just gonna go through here. That blue thing on the bottom is a salamander. Don't worry about him. He's cool. He won't hurt us.
Oh yeah, by the way, the ceiling does not exist apparently.
Yeah, the roof just doesn't have collision. You can just jump right through it.
All right, and a soft lock.
Good.
All right, cool. So, fun fact: you can die in the hub world, and I've done it a couple of times. I'm not ashamed to say it. I usually die when I try to cross this bridge. It's very easy to especially when you're diving, to just lose track of where you're going and just fall off.
Yeah, because she R dives directly in whatever direction you're holding. And so if you're not holding exactly up, she'll fly off to the side and fly off the bridge.
You also have no control after she dives. So when you dive, you are committed to that angle, regardless whether you fall or not.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like Mario Sunshine, but worse.
So normally you're supposed to use a catapult to get to this planet right here, but I'm just gonna do that. You're also supposed to freeze these Sims icons, but to break this glass. But you can also just do that. It's just not there.
And then you actually die afterwards, and it plays the death music.
I didn't though.
Yeah, this time he didn't.
It can happen though.
Yeah, it can happen, and it's great.
Yeah, a lot of the cubes in Super Mario Galaxy are very fast because they don't expect you to use the fact that all the planets are so close that you can jump from one gravity field to the other.
There was a moment there where I actually thought you were talking about Super Mario Galaxy, and I was like, wait.
No, this is Super Mario Galaxy.
This is Mario Galaxy.
This is the third Mario.
Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy 3-2.
3-2, exactly.
All right, so as you saw there's a nice house. I'm going to be visiting that in a bit. But first I actually have to get a screw. It's just over here by this ring. It's just at the end. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
nice.
That just happened.
The gravity fields in this game just don't work well sometimes. So you can
they're
have that, or you
very
can have times
wonky.
where the gravity field just stops tracking you and you just fly off.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm just gonna repair this cannon.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, sorry about this audio, guys.
It's all right. It'll go away after a few seconds. There it goes.
There you go.
All right, so again, just gonna slide on my belly because it's faster. And then we're just gonna, experience being on ice without actually being on ice. That's the best part. So this cube is very easy. Just gotta not fall off. All right, I couldn't kick there. I don't know why. Let's just get back up here.
Hey, man.
There's another way you can actually do this. You can actually clip yourself into the ice house and just jump around and grab the cube that way, but it's really slow and you can get stuck really easily.
It's also
So I just gotta
unnecessarily hard.
shimmy halfway through there and then I could just push myself right through. And there's the cube.
That was also a puzzle, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Puzzle.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yep, we're good.
Shout out to Ice House Skip that existed for one day in the route until Mildew was like, wait, you can just jump up the outside.
Yeah.
Alright. So I don't even know what cube I'm doing next. Oh, I know which cube I'm doing next. Alright, so show of ends here. Who likes math? Wow, you're all a bunch of nerds. I don't like math that much, so I'm gonna skip it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry to break your heart.
I
but-
wanted to do some addition.
Well, yeah. Nah. Numbers are hard. I can't add 3 numbers together to get 11, so I'm just gonna skip it. But first we're gonna need a second screw, which is very close by underneath this jump pad right here, which is there for no reason.
That jingle is just so good.
Yeah, everything is just so good about this game. So I'm just gonna activate that catapult, and then I'm just gonna catapult right towards this hill, and we're
Nice.
gonna jump. We're gonna jump down and grab the cube, and that's Skip doing math.
It is super easy to slide off that hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to do math, which is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Also, no soft lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I when I was playing this game casually, I never knew the answer to that puzzle. You guys just told me it was 11, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. It's somewhere in this world, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah. I think it's on like a sign outside of where you actually do the math.
Yeah.
It's somewhere. All right, so the next cube I'm gonna do is the fastest in the run. It's called Icy Dancing Columns, and it's pretty straightforward. I just jump up a bunch of columns and get a cube.
It's meant to be a lot harder than it is because of the ice physics, but I guess the developer didn't count on
Oh, yay.
infinite
Okay.
catapult again.
Got it twice.
The dev didn't count on people like using the fact that they have a wall jump in the game.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump up this wall right here and grab it.
That's it.
That's the whole cube.
No soft lock.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right, so I just did the fastest cube, and now I'm gonna do quite possibly one of the longest cubes in the run, aside from the final one of the phases of the final boss.
We have a $50 donation from Jumba, who says, for the soft lock. I think the PC needs some coffee.
Thanks for that.
Literally never seen that soft lock.
Neither have I. All right, we're back into Super Mario Galaxy
3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
So, the next cube I'm going to be going for shows off the swimming mechanics in this game, and they're really good. You'll see what happens.
Really good.
Really, really good.
You can just put most things he says around air quotes, and it would probably still be valid.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna shoot towards this island, and we're gonna go underwater over here by this pipe. Turn around. Great turnaround animation.
only told us that button existed like yesterday.
Listen, I thought you all knew, all right?
It's not in the controls.
No, it's not.
Apparently it's not, but
We were
I
watching
tried.
him practice, and he turned around, and he was like, I thought you all knew about this. It was in the menu. And he was in German, so he couldn't show us. So he switched to English, went back into the game, and it was nowhere in the menu.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was in the menu, but it's not. All right, so I pressed the button, and I'm actually walking on land right now.
He's
Just
walking
gotta
underwater,
take
by the
it
way.
Careful.
That's perfectly normal.
Yeah, this is fine.
That's actually harder than it looks
Yeah.
because if you get any air, it turns you back into swimming.
Yeah. But it saves like 20 seconds. because
Yeah,
in this
swimming
game
is
so
really
slow.
slow.
Also, no
Alright,
soft
soft
lock
lock.
No
again.
soft lock.
Yeah.
All right, now is my favorite cube in the entire run.
Here we go.
It's the third boss in the entire game. Very unique. You'll see why. Probably gonna need a bit of serious time for this though. So.
Could,
I love the double audio there too.
Yeah, it's great. All right. Just gotta get to the catapults, and then we're good.
This is very serious right here.
Yep, very, very, very serious. All right, get to the catapult.
Are you okay?
This is serious. He's sitting up.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so, all right, serious time. Here we go. Just gotta aim the catapult right, and then we're good. Right there. All right, and just listen to that. That is what the boss sounds like. All right, here we go. That's what I needed serious time for. All right, so basically what you do for this boss is you make the ball on his back surprised, and then you're able to kick him. And then he does his fire ant cosplay where he literally sets himself on fire, and then you just got to kick him 3 more times, and then he's dead.
I still don't know how he made that sound effect. I don't want to know.
All right, so that's that boss.
That's fiddly.
And no soft
No
lock.
soft lock,
All right, cool.
Cool.
I mean, if we soft lock, we just get to, hear his voice again.
Yeah,
you go.
that would be
Never a bad
great.
thing.
Nope, never a bad thing. All right, so we're gonna go back to Cool Mountain to get one more cube before getting to Fat the Cat's domain, which is the last level in the game.
Yeah, earlier we were talking about all the reroutes that you could do. This is one that you actually kind of have to do near the end of the game because it does require the screw that you get from Giant
Inside
Bits
the
Island
pipe.
is the actual name of that level.
Yeah. Yeah, inside that the pipe where I did some excellent swimming is where that screw comes from. This is actually the most recent route change. I mean, I say recent, but it's what, 6 months or so? I don't even know.
About
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think he did it after AGDQ.
This game has a rich history.
Yeah, of us 5, and that's it.
All right, so basically what I do here, you're supposed to I can't even remember what you're supposed to do, but I can just jump up the hill like this. It'd be really horrible if I would soft lock in the world, considering I haven't so far.
Ah, no.
No soft lock.
No soft lock.
Got through all 24 without any soft locks on the cubes. That's
incredible.
That's actually
The race.
okay.
Well,
that one didn't count.
It still counts in my book. All right, so that's 24, and we're gonna go to Fat the Cat's domain and beat up Fat the Cat
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah, Fat the Cat is the main villain of this game who takes your dog. That's the whole
Oh,
lore
yeah.
of this game.
That's
You
the-
have
that's
to get
the
your
entire
dog
story.
back.
Yeah, you're trying to get your dog back from Fat the Cat, because I guess cats hate dogs? Something like that?
I don't know.
It's never really explained.
Nah. So this is actually the longest cube in the game. I have to go through a platforming challenge. That's kind of difficult, mainly because of the controls, but
Yeah, the difficulty spike here is more like an overhang.
yeah.
The first, 24 cubes in the game are pretty easy, all things considered. And then there's this, which is just one wrong step and you're instantly dead. There's no
Yeah.
coming back.
And the best part about this, there isn't a death plane. At the bottom, there's a bunch of lava, and that's how you die, quote unquote.
Each time you touch the lava, it's 1 heart. So you have to fall and then take damage every time you hit the lava. The lava's not insta-kill.
Yeah.
It's really embarrassing, especially if you're doing backup strats and you grab an extra heart. So you just kind of have to stand there bouncing.
Yeah.
Also, there's no checkpoints in this until like 60-70% of the way through the level.
Yeah, the checkpoint is the teleporter that's coming up in a bit. Just gonna take it a bit slow here so that I don't fall into the lava. Alright, so here's the teleporter. If I die from here on out, I can just use that and come back up here. Luckily, it's not too long from where Fat the Cat is located.
Yeah, I want to reiterate again. The controls for this game are really bad. Mildew's making this look incredibly easy.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to buy this game and play it, you will discover that it is not that easy.
It's probably on sale. I didn't check. Don't really care to. I don't want to sell this game to people. All right, so gonna take this elevator, and on top of this bird, for some reason, is Fat the Cat. That's never explained either.
He's also in the T-pose.
Yeah, until
Oh.
you touch him.
Yeah. So they say a bunch of stuff, and then he starts to fly. I didn't get it.
You can get a first cycle there where you freeze him and
Alrighty.
damage him early.
So the main gimmick of this is he runs in a really random pattern. I don't know how I didn't hit him.
What?
What?
What just happened?
I don't know.
And the music looped.
All right, it's fine.
I guess the fight restarted?
There we go. It's all right. It felt bad for me that I didn't get that hit, so it gave me a second chance to redeem myself.
Yeah. Fat the Cat's AI is really buggy here because sometimes it seems like he just runs straight at you
Yeah.
and it decides to
See,
hit like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my distance. Also, stay as close as possible because you can do this without freezing him, and I prefer to do it that way. But also, he can turn around at like any second, and some people make great noises when that happens. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I deserve that. Sorry, Kona.
Yeah, Fat the Cat's movement is 100% random. So when we were saying that he could turn around he could turn around at any point.
Yeah, I thought I got really lucky there that he just started to jump, or else he was coming straight for me and I couldn't do anything about it.
And the hitboxes on the meteors are
Insanely large. It's like the meteor times 15.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
just it's a really wide hitbox, and you can be nowhere near it and still get hit, which isn't a problem now, but in a little bit it will become an actual problem if he gets hit.
All right, so that's that fight. He says something about going to the moon, and then this happens. I'm just gonna let this play out because this is great.
I really wish we could modify this audio clip. I think it would be really good.
Yeah, I wish too, but it's just great.
What? Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay, I never have
Yeah.
audio on here. So.
Yeah, no, this is normal.
Well, I mean, we always skip this cutscene, so.
Oh, fair.
You guys like Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Love Dragon Ball. It's my favorite anime.
Just put the audio of Goku turning Super Saiyan 3 in here and fits it. Can lift rocks. And with that, we are Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, get an applause for that.
That guy comes out of nowhere, compliments your hairstyle, and then he gives you a cube.
He's like, wow, you're really mad now. That's cool.
Yeah. So normally you would
And we
have.
didn't soft block there.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
That's the final
thank
one.
God we didn't soft block there, because
if-
that would have been 6 minutes, and that
Yeah.
would have been awful.
If he soft blocks there, he has to redo Fat the Cat, which is an awful fight.
All right, so Super Saiyan 3 allows me to run faster and move faster, so I'm just gonna activate it at the beginning here. I also get the wing cap from Mario 64.
So now you can fly.
Same animation and everything.
And the little rage texture that goes on her hair also doesn't disappear when you go into worlds or teleporters, so you'll actually be able to see it right here. Again, another feature of this game.
Another great feature. All right, so because Super Saiyan 3 is fast, we're just gonna activate it right here. I activate it by pressing the freeze button and jump at the same time. And we're just gonna use that teleporter that's conveniently located at the beginning of the level. And we're basically going to fly the rest of the way so that I avoid these meteors. I'm gonna try to avoid them as best as I can, because if I get hit, I lose rage mode, and I don't want that to happen.
Oh, no.
Hit the teleporter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the teleporter.
So for some reason, when you fly with the wing cap, sometimes R will decide to fly down for seemingly no reason, and it's incredibly annoying.
So I actually know the reason for that. I did testing on this part because
Why
I
would
was really
you test
annoyed.
this game?
I kept dying here, and I was really annoyed why it was working. She flies as you can control her for a certain amount of time that's based on how long you hold the stick. So you have to get in a certain angle and then let go of the stick and fly.
Not again. Oh my god. Hold on, let me see if I can land on. No.
Yeah, you will not.
Just
no.
go back to the
Yeah, just
teleporter.
try it again. Yeah,
Because
flying is
I
just
kept failing the flight up to the moon, and I was like, no, I'm done. I'm figuring out why this happens. So you have to like flick the stick and make it only fly for a certain amount of time.
Alright. So let's get up there this time, please.
Well, we were saying the controls are bad. This is
Alright.
even worse than.
I'm just gonna
moving.
land right here. All right, cool.
Wow, you cut that so close.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So ordinarily, to beat the game, you have to collect 40 cubes, and then a platform will appear to the moon.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do a very specific jump, and then we're just gonna fly up to the moon here. All right,
Nice.
cool.
He just skipped like hours of content right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
great. Hours of your life saved. You're welcome.
Yeah, so you have to collect 40 cubes to beat the game. There are 40 cubes in the game.
So you have to collect basically everything except for the salamanders, which unlock extra stuff, like having the ability to not go back to the hub when you collect a cube, and unlocking all the levels and stuff like that. But with that, you could just go to the moon because of the gravity hitbox. So basically, this is the same fight. The only difference is that it's on the moon. So got nothing else really to say about it. So if you want to read some donations.
All right, we have a $100 donation from Steegee, who says, "All hail bespectacled photographer girl soft lock power."
It's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful.
And we have $250 donation from Chad. Says, "This donation goes towards the soft locks."
I'm so glad we didn't see more of them.
Yeah, same. Alright.
So again, getting hit here is actually almost worse than
Ooh,
the first
nice
fight.
one there.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks, but
Mildew just has one more hit to do, and then that's it.
Yeah.
yep.
That's not time though. Time will come in the end.
Yeah.
Time will come in the end shows.
Yeah.
It literally says the end on screen.
And then Fat the Cat teases FreezeMe too,
All right,
which
so
is definitely real.
we're gonna hit him again.
All right, cool.
That was remarkably easy.
You're right by the dog too.
It puts.
I don't.
think
Yeah, it puts you
in
at
a
like a
position,
set
yeah.
position. All right, so at the bottom of the screen, that's a lie. No matter how hard I press this A button, you can't skip this cutscene. Just isn't possible.
And then I think this is meant to tease that he flies off and crashes his ship somewhere.
Who knows?
I don't even know.
Stay
I
tuned
don't
for
care.
FreezeMe 2.
Ooh, and time.
Time.
All right. So that was quite possibly the best platformer of 2016. Shout outs to GDQ for actually letting me run this. Shout outs to Voligen for not being on the games committee so that he couldn't
this could
reject
get
this. Thanks, Voligen. Shout outs to everyone at home. Probably not watching because it's like really early in the morning. I don't blame them. Yeah, that's it.
This game is a national treasure. I encourage you to not play it.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to this game for sucking.
Yeah. So, the fun thing about this, Kona here actually is one of the beta testers for this game. It's in the credits, but I'm not going to show it off because it's too long.
He also didn't ask your name?
Yeah. So in the credits, it's Kona Sumi. It's
First
great.
name Kona, last name Sumi.
Alrighty, I think I'm done here. So. All right.
All right, we'll be right back, but first we're going to skip to some short commercial breaks.
Got a cool design you want to have printed on a tee? Bring it over to theyeti.com. We have a bunch of colored tees to choose from. We'll review your design, and if yours gets accepted, we'll schedule a sale date. Your design will be available for 24 hours only, and you'll get $150 per shirt sold and 3 free shirts on us. After that, you'll still keep the rights to your work. Neat, huh? Visit theyeti.com/submit today.